All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another session of Jets Therapy, where the Jets are 5-2. First time since 2010, I believe.
Feels good.
Maybe not the best game. Zach Wilson's stepped it up still a little bit here and there, but look, we're winning. That's what it's all about.
That's right.
All right, dude. So a little bit of a bittersweet Monday for us. It's a victory Monday, but obviously we've had the injuries to Elijah Vera Tucker, and we've had the injuries to Breece Hall, two devastating hits. And they're obviously, those are probably our two best players, especially on offense. Elijah Vera Tucker was 100% was going to be a Pro Bowler. Breece Hall was looking like he was going to be rookie of the year, offensive rookie of the year. So two huge crushing blows to this team. And where do you think we kind of stand? What do you think we have to do, and where do we stand after losing those two guys?
It's bittersweet. Like, I love bittersweet chocolate. It's bitter and it's sweet. It stinks, man. It really does, because after everything is going so well for us, you know what I mean? Everything's coming up well for us. We turn back into the same old Jets in a similar fashion, in the way that we always get injured. You know what I mean? Like, we have this gem in Breece Hall that everybody is finally like realizing, and then he gets taken away from us. You never can plan for injuries or anything like that, but dude, it's just so unfortunate to see, because he was doing so well, and he was the leader of that offense, as much as you want to say. The last few weeks, everything has, for lack of a better word, run through him. You know what I mean? So, but hey, now I think that gives Michael Carter a chance to shine. I mean, we haven't seen much of him. Obviously, played a little bit more this weekend because Breece got hurt, but then, he's had touches here and there, but now it's his show. And obviously with the recent pickup, we just got, obviously this evening broke, we got James Robinson for pennies on the dollar. So we'll see. It should be good. If how much Robinson is involved this week, I would imagine Carter being the feature back, and then Robinson kind of filling that Carter role, so to speak, when it was Breece and him. But the biggest one, dude, is Vera Tucker. Like, that hurts to the core, because he has played 4 positions on the line this year, everything other than center, or at least he played left guard last year. Yeah, so that hurts, because he was probably I don't want to say the best, probably the best, but the most consistent offensive player we've had so far. So yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think why the Breece Hall injury hurts even more than obviously losing a rookie running back, but losing your number one running back. I mean, he took over as the workhorse. Michael Carter became a change of pace back, and more of a pass catching back, if you will. But I think the reason it hurts even more is because we were establishing ourselves as a ground and pound type of team. Yeah. And this kind of takes that away a little bit. So I'm not going to say that we're going to move to passing more, or we're just going to be an air attack type of offense, but this might have to. That's why I think the James Robinson pickup is so big, because hopefully we don't lose that ground and pound type of perspective that we've had up until this point throughout the year. Obviously with Flacco, it's a little bit different. They were trying to figure things out. But with Zach, I don't even want to say Zach struggling, but maybe a little bit, just kind of with how he's looked. You have to remain consistent on the ground, and that has to continue to be a strength of yours. So like you said, I think Michael Carter can still pick up the slack, and I think that he can be that workhorse. I mean, he doesn't necessarily have the size, but I still think that he can be almost an every down back. And I love what James Robinson brings to the table. I mean, he was 1,000-yard running back his rookie year. So, I mean, that dude, he knows that he can be successful in the NFL, and with between him and Michael Carter, and Bam might be coming off of I think he's still on the practice squad. He might be called up. I'm not sure if he'll still be called up with James Robinson, but yeah, man, I think we'll still be okay, because of how elusive and how successful Michael Carter has been last year, and then even this year he's looked very solid. Yeah, I mean, losing AVT will hurt the run game though. You know what I mean? So
exactly what I was about to say. So losing AVT is gonna So, I mean, it's one of those things. I mean, this isn't just like a, hey, next guy step up. You're losing your best player, essentially.
Yeah.
AVT has really, in my eyes, he's been the best player on the Jets. Between the offense and the defense, he is our best player. He was a hands down Pro Bowler, no doubt.
Yeah.
So losing him is the whole next man up mentality is a little more difficult because you don't just replace your best player on your team, you know?
No.
So the next guy that comes in there just has to try to be solid because our offensive line looked a little bit shaky last game. I mean, I don't know what's going on with Lakin Tomlinson, but he is doing terrible.
He's doing terrible, but
he looks horrible.
Give the Broncos defense a little bit of credit.
Yeah.
I mean, they're a top 5 defense in the league.
And other quarterbacks really struggled. I mean, if you look at the QPR over like, I don't know, whatever it is, the past 6 games, however many we played, and you look at what some of these other quarterbacks have done versus them, Zach did not do that poorly. And what he's continuing to do, I'm just going to go straight into my gas for the last game versus the Broncos.
Let's hear it.
And I'm just going to go with Zach. And Zach could be your gas and he could be your break. But as far as the gas, I'm going to go with Zach because he continues to protect the ball and he's not losing the games for us.
Yeah.
He is being extremely safe. He's being extremely smart. Is he making all of the great throws? No. Is he looking shaky here and there? Yes. But his elusiveness, his ability to get out of sacks, he very rarely gets sacked. Even when he's being pressured, he's making 2, 3, 4 guys miss a pop sometimes.
Yeah.
So I think that he's my gas. He's still playing smart. He's been hurt. He comes back. He wins 4 games in a row. You can't ask for anything else.
No.
Hands down. That's it.
Yeah. My gas, dude, has got to be still the defense, man. Quinnen had another great game. You know, I think with 4 or 5 QB pressures. So, dude, CJ Mosley with an almost interception. You know, so dude, I love the defense. It bobbled.
I mean, his hand.
It's hard on the ground to know.
Yeah, but I don't understand how that's overturned. Honestly, it was called a pick on the field, and there's no way there was conclusive evidence that ball touched the ground. That was ridiculous.
But again, defense is what's winning us games. Our defense is what's winning us games right now. So again, I just got that's going to be my gas. Probably for the rest of the season until something
defense
else
looks
happens.
incredible, man. I mean, this is truly, we're almost like turning into the 2019 49ers where, I mean, their defense is unbelievable. They can move the ball on the ground. They had a bunch of injuries that year and they still prevailed and they still made the playoffs and they made a good push. So absolutely my break, I'm going to keep it short. I'm just going to stay with Zach. And he's my gas and he's my break this week. I mean, he's doing what he needs to do to win, but he is not looking like a number 2 overall quarterback right now. Okay. And we have a good team. We have a solid team. And I think that he's feeling the support from a defensive perspective, from a wide receiver perspective, from a running back perspective. He is feeling the support. So I don't feel like that he has so much pressure on his shoulders. Like, oh my gosh, if I don't show out, well, then we're going to lose. He knows that the team has the ability to pick him up when he might be struggling. And man, he's struggling. I mean, the first couple throws of the game, there were open receivers down the field in the middle of the field, and he just completely airmailed them. I mean, it wasn't even close. So, I mean, he is my break right now. As much as I love him and he's winning games and he needs to continue to do what he's doing, but just kind of what's been the story with him is he needs to just tidy it up a little bit. I mean, these short 6-yard passes, you can't throw. Conklin had one over the middle that if you hit him in stride, he might be able to get a first down. And he kind of threw out his ankles. And it was like, dude, he's just wide open right there in front of you. I don't understand what the problem is here. You're in your second year. Well, you shouldn't be missing these receivers like this.
Think back to last year, Dan. That was something we talked about. Those short, quick outs and slants and flat throws, or flat throws to the flat. Like that was Wilson's weak spot. You know what I mean? The 40, 50-yard bombs off schedule plays, that's his strength. But when we're trying to, and that was the thing. I was like, well, we're trying to make him last year it was the criticism. Well, we're trying to fit him in a box and make him a pocket passer and all this. And I think we're seeing that now, but the defense has been improved so much that we're winning games because of it. You know what I mean? So my gas or my break is similar, but it's also trying to be my gas is all the fans talking about Zach Wilson because
your break.
my break, excuse me,
Yeah.
my break
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
about all the fans talking about Wilson, dude. Like, we're winning games. We're sitting here 5-2. We got the Pats next week, and then it's a bye. You know what I mean? So I'm happy.
I'm with you. I'm with you,
not ready
dude.
to sign off or write off Wilson just yet.
No, absolutely
He's
not,
played
dude.
17 games. So granted, that's his first full season. You know what I mean? But
Essentially, and you make a good point, dude, because if we were to write off Wilson right now, we would essentially, it's funny to think about it in this way. We would essentially be doing what Elijah Moore is doing right now to the New York Jet franchise, because Zach is winning games, but he's just not showing out statistically. Well, guess what? The statistics don't matter. They just simply don't matter. If you're winning games, I don't care if you throw for 80 yards or 120 yards, or you throw for 40 yards with 4 picks, you're winning.
Yeah.
All you want to do is see wins. So for all the Jet fans that are saying he should be throwing for 280 yards, 330 yards, you're absolutely right. Look, man, we're not here for statistics. And I think Zach has bought into that ideology. Like, I'm not here to throw for 300 yards. I don't care about that. I'm here to make the playoffs and hopefully make a push, and then we'll see what happens. And Joe Douglas is doing that same exact thing by signing James Robinson. He is saying this team can win right now. Any other year, if this was last year or the year before, and a guy like Breece Hall gets hurt, they're not doing anything.
We'd have pulled Bam up. We'd have pulled Bam up.
You try to make it work. You piece it together. Yeah. Joe Douglas is saying, we are the 3rd best team in the AFC right now, and we are a playoff team, and we need to put a staple and make sure that other teams know that we are not just going to kind of cave because we had a few injuries.
This game coming on because the Pats are playing tonight. So what do you know the score of the Pats game right now?
Yeah, actually, Mac Jones started. He did terrible in the first half, and then Bailey Zappi came in, and he has been lights out ever since. He went 4 for 4 for 100 yards and a touchdown. I think he threw another touchdown. He's looking like the real deal. So we're gonna have a test. We know that we'll break this down later in the week.
Patriots always play well against us.
We know that the Patriots have a great defense. We know if anything, put everything aside, put the Patriots aside, put the quarterback controversy aside, we know Bill Belichick knows how to beat the Jets.
Yeah.
Hands down.
But we're going to be wearing all black. Did you see that?
I didn't. I thought they were going to wear the same thing.
Black helmets too, I think.
Oh, I thought they were still going green, white, black.
No, because if I'm not mistaken, the Patriots are going to be wearing white.
They should be. I mean, they're on the road.
Could be wrong. I think we're going to be going on. I don't know. I thought I saw that somewhere. Black helmets, black, like stealth black, everything. So
yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think they're wearing blue right now. So yeah, that would make sense that, because they're home right now, so they're going to be away, and
they wear white and blue pants, I believe.
I mean, yes, we're on a 4-game winning streak, but I would love to see the black. That'd be sick.
Yeah, but honestly, dude. If we lose this game, I'm still happy with if we go into our bye at 5-3, losing to the Patriots, the Ravens, and
Bengals.
The Bengals. Exactly. I'm happy. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we probably could have beat the Ravens. Yeah, we probably could have beat the Bengals. They're struggling a little bit, but the Patriots.
The Bengals look good right now, dude.
That's true. They have come back in recent weeks. That's true. They were struggling at the time.
Yeah, absolutely. They're good right now.
But yeah, dude. Well, I don't know. Even if we lose, I'm still happy. But we'll talk about that in the next video. But anyway, yeah, I agree that signing Robinson right now shows exactly where our intent is this season, and I think we are an outside shot. At the beginning of the year, I thought we were an outside shot for the wild card spot. I think we're a lock for just a legitimate contending spot in the AFC. You know what I mean?
So 7 games in, and you're in third in the AFC.
Yeah.
And we are in the toughest division, the NFL. I mean, it's ridiculous. Of course, the Jets are good, and we're in this type of division. Like, you can't have somebody suck, like the Dolphins suck or the Patriots suck. I really wish they did. But hey, man, this is what you want. You want competition, and the only thing that we can continue to ask for is competitive football continuing to move into November and December. That's all we want.
This game's going to be it's one of those ones where it's like we're going to play the Pats, and then we go to our bye. So if we lose, it could be one of those season shifting games. It came out today or this weekend. We have the hardest strength of schedule the rest of the season. When I looked at it, I thought it was the easier one, but we also have to play technically the Patriots twice, the Bills twice. We got to play Miami again. So that's why.
That's why half of the rest of our season is the Bills and the Patriots.
Yeah.
I mean, and then the teams that are supposed to stink, like the Seahawks and the Bears, though they don't look that bad right now. And the Jaguars, they can beat anybody. So there's really maybe one or two teams that stink. You have like even teams like the Panthers, they just beat the Bucks. So unless you're the Bills or the Chiefs or the Eagles,
anything's possible right this point.
Yeah, anything's possible. So I think that we can lose or we can really beat anybody, honestly.
Yeah. Well, we'll see, dude.
All right, man. I love it. Well, we will see everybody in a few days here when we break down the upcoming game and versus the Patriots and hopefully
the big one.
Corey Davis, we didn't talk about him. He got banged up a little bit. Hopefully he's able to go on Sunday.
Yeah.
Because Elijah Moore's coming back and my God, the drama will continue.
I'm here for the drama.
Yeah.
Save the drama for me.
Well, yes. Well said.
All right, everyone.
All right, everybody. JETS.
Jets.